So guys, it appears that I have another problem. Seems like I have a cat problem, and we don't own a cat. I also see the wheel is flat over here, so I'm just gonna get that sorted. And also I notice these scratches over here, you can't see it that clear, but these lines over here is actually bad scratches. I did speak to Sally, so we are going to link up in a week because it is Killarney Motor Show this Sunday, so I would like to sort that out. And then also I don't know if you guys know, but the categories that were selected for the motor show, there's not much that I could actually choose of. I think static is basically the only one that I can go with. So my plan is basically to set the PC coilovers a bit lower at the back, so that I can just have a little more static, as there is a gap over here. So I'm probably just gonna lower the car a little bit better. It's not my intention to win anything, but if that is the category that I'm in, I thought I might as well just make the car a little bit lower. It was my initial plan to lower the rear as well. Someone did tell me that they kind of like the rear being a little higher, so that it has the nose dive. Also, another reason why I kind of have the nose dive, or have the rear a little higher, so that you can see the LCAs and the exhaust. Also guys, as you can see, the exhaust does look a little bit better after cleaning it or buffing it with the Dremel. So that came out okay. And then I might just fit those fake flush mounts over here, and that will basically be it for the Killarney Motor Show. However, I do have a few other parts that I want to add. I just need to get the hardware or the correct tools to actually install it, but that will be in a later vlog, and you guys might see it at a later event. So I don't know if you guys recall, but in one of the intros of one of my first videos, basically the dog barks and then I climb out of the car. Hey! What are you doing? So what I assume happens here is that the cat either runs on the roof or he runs on top of the car, and then the dog basically chases him and jumps onto the car and scratches the car. So that's why I also cover the car a lot. So going forward, I probably have to cover the car forever, because now I have this issue. Also, I do see my little nephew's hands and marks here as well. But yeah, I'm sure Sally can sort it out. It won't be a problem. The scratches aren't that deep. At night you can see it much more if the light shines over here. But hopefully the scratches can be removed. And then I'm just gonna have to give it a good wash and maybe a good polish, and then we're good to go. The whole idea is to use these button head bolts and then basically just chop off the head using the Dremel over here. So we'll basically do something like this, and then once the head is off, I'll just use some glue and then paste it onto here to give it a more realistic look. Hey guys, just a little bit of advice. So I just put a little tape over the pliers so that it doesn't damage the button head. So what I'm going to do is basically just keep it like that, something to that effect, and I'll just use a Dremel and cut it off over here. So I just also figured out that you guys should not put on a lot of tape, because otherwise you'll lose these grooves in the pliers and you won't have any grip. So don't put on a lot of tape. Guys, so when you get to this point, you can basically just break it off. You do not want to use majority of your blade. And also, I'm not going to make a video of each one that I'm going to make. I'll just set you guys up on a time lapse, and then when I'm done with that, I'll just show you how I glue it basically onto the fake flush mounts. Okay, so this is what they kind of have to look like. I don't know if you guys can see. So just going to basically make a hole here, glue it over there, so it'll be something to that effect. Okay guys, so while filming this, I just got a message from one of the Club S2K guys. They just confirmed that the weather is not going to be good enough for the Killarney Motor Show, so I think the event is going to be postponed till the 8th or 9th of December. So seeing that this does take a lot of time, like you can see I only did one this far, I'm just going to fix my tire and then maybe just drop it a little bit. I don't drive the car much, so it doesn't really matter if the car is lowered, it will stay lowered till the event. And okay, at least it gives us more time. I do have a few other mods that I would like to add, so by the 8th or 9th of December there will be much more adds to the car as well. guys, so the car is jacked up. What I picked up was these jacks are too high, so I just used these, I think it's called butterfly jacks. The reason why I also use the butterfly jacks because when I do adjust the coilovers, I think that the other jacks are going to be too high, so I can just bring this down and then check the height and then bring it up again. So I just removed the tire, going to fix it quickly. It's a bit flat, so while I do that I'm going to use some silicone spray just to spray it on the coilovers so that it's easier for me to adjust. What I'm also going to do is I'm not going to change the spring rate. What I'll do is I'll turn the little one over here and then I'll bring the whole spring down because I do not want to change my spring rate as it has been set up specifically for the track or specifically for my driving skill or driving personality, or what should I say, my driving.
A few moments later.
So what I mean to say is that the spring rate or the spring rate, yeah, or the measurements that we have is based on what we want it to be. I think it is very similar to the standard and the recommended spring rate as well. I'm not quite sure the exact details on that. So we're just going to use a silicone spray to just loosen it up a bit while I fix the tire, and then once we come back it will be set and we're ready to be adjusted. So guys, at the back over here, not quite sure if you guys can see it, but usually PC and a few other coilovers do give it a little hole over here where you can spray in, just so that it can adjust easily as well. I just found the culprit over here. Just gonna sort this out quickly. Sorted, my guy. Just got back from the tire shop. Tires all sorted. I might have to get new tires. And also this is the BC coilover keys. I assume you're only going to use the smaller one because you're only adjusting the bottom part. As I mentioned, I do want to keep the spinning rate, so I'll just be changing the vehicle height. I think around 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Probably what I would like to go lower, and then maybe just 1 finger gap or barely a finger gap, so we just have that more static look. Okay, so I'm just going to set you guys up on the time lapse while I adjust it. I am going to go back and forth just to see what the preferable height is for myself. What I usually do is I just try to make this one loose over here. Then I adjust it to how low I want it to be, and then I just turn this whole thing down, and then based on the measurement that I have over here, that will be how low it's going to be, or how low it's going to be. So I'll just turn this up over here, and I'll just turn the whole spring using the keys. you guys, I dropped it now a little bit lower, as you can see. Then I just recommend you guys using a small key just to lock it down here. I'm going to do the other side, but I'm not going to bother recording it. I'll just record and show you guys when I drop it down onto the wheels again, and then we see how low it sits. So I actually like the outcome. This side was a lot easier to do, but I'm liking the way it's sitting in this one. As you can see, finger barely makes it. I actually just have to maybe roll the arches, but I obviously do not have any passengers, so it doesn't really matter. The other side was a lot more difficult for some reason, but this side is a little bit higher. I'm just going to go maybe half a centimeter down, and then now keep this height right. Generally, a lot of people do say that the driver's side does kind of have to be a little bit higher, but I'll just take a drive later and see what it is like. I think this wheel's pumped up a little bit more as well. So I'm just going to lower the side, but it is looking much better than it looked before. I'll show you guys the side. So it doesn't have that nose dive so much anymore. You guys, I did manage to make it a little bit lower than you guys can see. Then there's also something I just wanted to explain to you guys. I don't know if you guys saw the bolt thread of these forks. Did kind of make it a little dirty. The EG usually has what they call the eye that goes into the lower control arm, and these are EK forks that go over. So I had to basically import these BC ones in order for me to run these LCAs, lower control arms, and the Beaks tie. Is it called tie bar? Yeah, and then ASR strut brace. So yeah, this was a mission for me to actually, wouldn't say to find, but in order for me to run this, I had to actually basically change this, and I did try to fit, I think it was a body club. What they call this is a lower mount, body club lower mount. For the PC coilover, but luckily I think it was D-Tune, he assisted me, Cohen, with finding these lower mounts. And also, I don't know if you guys can see my ABS. I basically deleted those stuff that come with it and usually run onto the arms. I don't think the EKs have it, so I had to break that off, otherwise it was metal pieces on here. But just to give it a more sleek look, I just removed that as well. Okay, so we're just going to lower the jack and see how high the car is. I was struggling a lot with the side, so if I don't get it any lower, I just might make the other side higher. Okay guys, this is how the car is sitting now. I think it's much more better. Just lifted it a little bit up here. So let me just show you with my finger. So when I make like this, it kind of stucks on top over here. And it goes right. I'll show you the other side. Stucks on top. So basically both are the same. I am actually liking the height. Car's a little bit dirty, so I'll just give it a little bit of a wash and take it for a drive, see if everything is in working condition, if there's anything wrong. I'll show you guys another view from this side. The car does sit a little bit lower at the back. So I hope you guys like it. Please do comment if you guys do prefer the rear end being a very similar height as the front, or you guys actually prefer the rear being a little bit higher, so it gives it that whole nosedive type of vibe.